This is Fort Hagen, where you will track down Kellogg later in the game using Dogmeat, or you can just arrive here if you're doing the quest reunions. But what's it like if you're not doing the quest? Well, you can still access it. There isn't any turrets around, but there will still be some synths for you to battle. The front entrance has been completely blocked off, and occasionally Dogmeat will actually get stuck here at the end of reunions, so you may need to reload the game if that ever happens to you. Now, there's two ways in. One is on the roof, and the other one is in the parking garage. I recommend the parking garage as it gives you a significantly lower number of enemies, plus there's a Protectron that you can activate. But what I want to show you just before we fly in, there is the Red Rocket Station just north. Occasionally a behemoth will spawn here, so be very careful. The administration buildings next to it are also usually teaming with gunners or ghouls, so be very careful when you're in the area. You can find one of the tanks sitting around the back here, undergoing what appears to be some maintenance recently. Perhaps someone thought they could get it up and running. This appears to be home to one of the US's armoured divisions, because if you go further west, there's actually a power armour workshop with several stations and a suit for the taking. There's also an abandoned shopping mall that we're presuming at some point was going to be of some use, but it never sees any. And then there's the Greater Mass Blood Clinic that you can access. On the roof, there is a combat rifle, one of the few places in the game where you can guarantee a spawn no matter what level you are. When I mentioned the entrance on the roof, this is where you will exit, and the Pudwin will obviously spawn in at that point, and this is how you'll get in. Now, there will be some turrets when you're doing the quest reunions, so bear that in mind. We will be checking all the floors, but I want to go in to the parking garage first. Now that you've got a wee bit of information on the surrounding area and all the checkpoints, you can just head straight down the stairs and you'll enter a little campsite. The remains of a settler who seems to have had their own little chemistry brewing station, some chems for the taking, and a bed. If you're doing survival, this may be one of the best last save points you'll get an opportunity to use before heading straight on into the fort. Once inside the fort, this door is usually accessible, but it'll be completely blocked off until the quest reunions. If you sneak up the stairs, you'll come across this little Protectron. It'll be useful for soaking the bullets up of the synths. Now, this is the main floor that we want to explore, but we're going to head up to the second one first to show you where the skill magazine is for guns and bullets. A large administration building. This would have a lot of offices, intelligence, to keep, obviously, the military running. There is a cooking station in here, safe on the wall, and the secretary obviously doesn't have anyone coming in. It makes you wonder, if the secretary just died sitting on this chair, what exactly happened in here? Was there a gas defense system? Was she shot? It makes you wonder what all happened there. Maybe it was mercy. Maybe the soldiers all knew what was coming. Well, a lot of them, the generals and all, would have knew that was coming. But grim scenarios aside, lasers and hunting. Oh, another grim scenario. Acceptable overkill. So this one will give you your ballistic weapons, a permanent 5% extra critical damage. Very, very useful. This is how you would enter via the roof. So we obviously don't need to use that right now. Always check the bathroom, you never know, you might get some nice first aid. The elevator itself is actually in the floor below, so we'll go back down. So you've activated your Protectron, he's wandering about and he's engaging the synths. And you want to enter here, but it's chained, so we'll have to get to the other side. Moving in, you can see the floor has actually collapsed in a few of the sections here. It's very close quarter fighting with the synths, but they're not actually your biggest problem here. It's the mines you mightn't know about. They're the biggest killer here, especially at close quarters for a lot of players. Be careful when trying to access this explosive box. A lot of people completely forget about the tension trigger. Although it will activate a Tesla arc, not the most deadly thing that you can encounter, but it's still not pleasant. There's a mine right here. Could ruin your day. I know it ruined my permadeath run. We went boom right there. Not that mine specifically, but mines in general can certainly put a damper on your little exploration. Now into the final room, where there may be more mines you have to take care of. The trunk here may contain the turbo pump that the USS Constitution might send you looking for. This is indeed one of the Radiant locations, so you may access this before the quest reunions, although I've never been given it before. It is a possibility. The advanced stock terminal will open into the armory here. You'll get just some more ammo to kit you out. Again, there is an elevator right here, but it's blocked off. I've never been here without doing the quest reunion, so I didn't even know that, well, this would be a thing. So, let's activate the quest, come back, and we'll see exactly where to go from here. By the way, there's also a synth leader in here, and if you undo the door, you don't have to go down the elevator during reunions. You can leave if you need to restock or you think it might be too difficult to battle for you, and you can come back when you're ready. Once the quest is activated, the door downstairs will no longer be blocked, but it will be chained up. Now, back to the elevator. It too will now be... Forgot about that. You'll now be able to access it. So, let's head straight on down. Dogmeat, no! And once you exit out, you'll be able to unchain the door, bringing you back out if you need to resupply. Be careful of the Tesla Arc. Move into the side storage room here. You can get a weapons workbench and an armor workbench, as well as some tools if you need to do a wee bit of upgrading to anything. You should be able to find enough resources around there. Moving on deeper into the complex.
My old friend, the frozen TV.
More Teslarks. Grab whatever else you can grab. Whatever your carry weight allows. Before heading deep into the belly of the command center. Okay, so now we're in the belly of the fort, the command center.
Never expected you to come knocking on my door.
Where Kellogg will do a bit of narration.
Of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
So, you'll have to fight your way through several synths. There's a bobblehead, there's 2 skill books, well, a skill book and a Robco book.
Pissed off, I get it, I do.
Little barracks in
Whatever
here.
you hope to accomplish in here,
Terminals control all of the turrets and some of the doors that you can find in here. You can see there's a camera and some money. Seems to have been some dorm and locker room. Plenty of defensive turrets will ruin your day if you're not too careful. They fire very rapidly and they surprise you quite easily. Couple more synths, couple more turrets. Taking a left over here into the office area. I always forget this even exists. Couple of typewriters. They're the normal ones, not the Carlisle ones. Very big difference. The Carlisle ones have a much more junk for you. Take the fusion core out. You can get some more tools whilst you're running by. The most important thing, however, is actually found right at the end into this little hallway. Nuka-Cola Quantum, but more importantly, the armory password. Now grab it if you don't want to open a master lock terminal. If you want the XP though, then obviously you can forget about it.
Yes.
25% critical damage with energy weapons. Arrive at a peaceful resolution by using superior firepower. Really awesome pickup. There's explosives at the back here if you're needing a wee bit more bang for your buck. There may even be a little quantum inside of the Nuka-Cola machine here. Now, if you do need some medical supplies before barging into your next bit, call into the little doctor area here. You'll be able to get yourself a lot of supplies. There is a wee bed to sleep on. If you need to save the game, you're doing survival.
It's admirable. But you are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
There's going to be 2 cents. We'll spawn at the end of the hallway here. You can take them out at a distance if you need.
Stop. Turn around.
Here's the armory.
And leave. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that.
Now there is
Out of bobby pins.
some very nice loot. If you open this security gate, there's actually a lot of ammo. Even a Fat Man and a mini nuke, as well as a pretty good laser pistol for you to pick up. The game really equips you because you will have to fight Kellogg. There's no peaceful resolution here, so he's got to go. Be sure to pick up Squeaky Floorboard Sudden Death, a US Covert Operations Manual, making you more difficult to detect when you're sneaking about. In our bathroom, you'll have plenty of meds by the time you get to the end here. Another terminal that will disable some turrets if they're being a bit of a bother for you. This seems to be the dorm of a high-ranking official. A laundry room as well. Some sort of receptionist desk. Before moving in to the main room, where they would have done TV addresses, it would seem. Maybe for high-ranking officials.
Okay.
It seems Sean might have been kept here with Kellogg for a bit.
My sins are standing down.
Get some purified water.
Let's talk.
Now, how to deal with Kellogg? He has a stealth boy, making him particularly deadly to deal with.
Most resilient man in the Commonwealth.
Though, again, you can kill him through a multitude of ways. For example,
I thought I had that. Not bad.
you can see he is a bit of a beast. And will take a little bit of convincing to kill. Grab his terminal password, brain augmenter, his pistol
Human.
is really, really nice. Not one of the best in the game, but very nice. Take the pain inhibitor and his outfit as well. Gives a lot of resistance. I think you could even apply ballistic weave to it, I believe. And doesn't give any other bonuses beyond that. So grab the Robco Fun. Little pitfall game. Access his terminal. Remember to view the access logs. The amount of times I leave this place and forget about it. Notes: the boy, Sean, successfully delivered back to the Institute. Payment received. New orders to track down Renegade. Gathered reinforcements. Cleared out and secured Fort Hagen. We move out soon. Obviously he was going to take this army of synths and himself to the Glowing Sea to eventually get Mr. Virgil. There's a bit of loot just scattered around the command center. Grab what you can from all of his little containers there before exiting, taking a left and encountering what I can only describe as probably the best scene in the entire game. Come on, dog meat. And if you've never got the pleasure of seeing this beautiful scene at night, you're about to see it. You can also turn the turrets off as well. And here she arrives. The Woodwind.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
And that, everyone, is the fort. We're now back to where we started. Of course, it's located on the western side of the map, very close to the satellite array, Greater Mass Blood Clan, even the Boston Mayoral Shelter, among other locations. Thank you for watching.